Let's do this. We're here, we're doing it. It's the LP metal detecting weekender. I'm here with the lovely Marie Runs Ultra, the lovely Treasure Hunting with Tom, and we're in the Dorset fields. Near Martinstown. Absolutely beautiful part of the world. It's taken us about 40 minutes to yomp from the campsite up these hills to, well, what lies behind me really. So yeah, we're going to have a great day, or 2 days hopefully, of digging. The ground's pretty hard as you'd expect, but there's lots to go at. So we're joined by loads and loads of other detectorists. Met a few subs already, so happy days, good times lie ahead. So without further ado, let's crack on. Well, it's tough going. As you can see, the ground is very stony and very hard. So it's home from home really. Third hole, we had foil, we had shotty, and now we've got little leather stud thingy. So yeah, we're off and running, and yeah, it's quite pleasant actually. Let's crack on. Right, it's proving quiet, so we might move into a different field in a minute. We've got plenty of choice, but we've got a 79 there. So if I can find my digger, there it is. I thought we'd have a look together. Bugger. Never mind. It's a bullet cartridge, and that's about as good as it's got so far. See you in a bit. 78, and the second ever mood tube for notch to 11. Yeah, not very inspiring, but there you go. Is what it is. Let's crack on. Well, next one was up in the 60s. It's green and it's disc shaped, but it is very thin. So it's more foil-like than anything else, I suspect. Yeah, proving to be a tough field, this one. So yeah, just waiting for young Tom to catch me up, and then we'll. I think we're going to pick another field. Right. See you in a bit. Right, next one was a very solid 60 actually, so I thought I'd give it a dig, and I'm quite pleased I did. Just look at that, not a hole, just wipe it on the old towel, but it has actually got a nice pattern on it. Oh yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, that's really nice. You can see that? That's a beauty. Same, it's not a hole. Excellent. Well, that has just trumped the lead bullet to become the find of the day so far. Excellent. Right, moving on. So we've just moved into a stubble field now, and we got a 78. So I thought I'd give it a dig, and we got another buckle, and it's again broken, which is a real shame. And Tom and I were busy yapping, so I didn't bother to live dig it. And it is the remnants, or pretty much, I think it is whole, it's just snapped here. A very nice spectacle buckle, which I will take every day of the week. So yeah, happy days. Yep, more than happy with that. So that's 2 buckle bits. But yeah, hopefully that will clean up quite nice. If it's got any pattern on it, or it looks a bit nicer with a bit of squirt, I'll come back to you in a sec. There you go, cleaned it up. Not much more to it, but yeah, happy days. Right, moving on. Right. A very scratchy, so it could be rubbish. but it's in the 90s, 90, 91. So we're going to dig it up, see what we got. Right then, so we had that scratchy 90s. I can see it from here. I've just taken gone down about 3 or 4 inches, and I think I might have struck again. Oh, it's not whole. It's not whole, but it is. Looks like part of a crotal bell. Get in there. Right, okay, let's give it a clean and see what's on it. I can't believe it. There you go, Dustin. I told you I'd find one. See you in a bit. There we are. Try and turn out of the wind. The wind's picking up. Let me see that. I think that's got a foundry mark, or half of a foundry mark. I think that's an R, and it's got a nice kind of flowery type pattern on it. Not whole, sadly, which is a real shame, because that would have been a beast if that was whole. But very cool nonetheless. So yeah, we'll take that every day of the week. Brilliant. Right, we're going to stop for a little drink and a bite to eat now. So we'll see you in a little while. So, we found ourselves after lunch, and there's Tom over there in the middle. We found ourselves in a beautiful valley, which you will have just seen. And we've been directed here by the farmer himself, and he tells us this is the scene of where hammered coins have been found. So, you know, straight from the horse's mouth, but I suspect he's probably told everybody that he's met that. But nonetheless, we're giving it a go. Been quite quiet so far, but we've not got to the bottom of the valley yet. Just had a 60 something. Yeah, and it's one of them. I don't know whether that's bullety or not, or just random metal. Kind of looks bullety, doesn't it? But yeah. So yeah, we've got another about 4 hours left, I think. So plenty of time to turn up a winner. So let's see if we can. See you in a bit. There we go. Bit of a bullet theme. I've already found 3 of those previous things you will have seen in close vicinity, and then we found this, which is very cool. It was an 86. I'm not sure there's many werewolves around here, so I don't think it's a silver bullet, sadly. But yeah, it's quite cool. Don't mind that at all. Cool, let's keep going. Right, so Tom and I are just coming out of the valley, and just to set the scene, we are quite literally in the middle of nowhere in Dorset, and we're moving on to the kind of penultimate field before we get back to the tent. And in the middle of nowhere, singing up a beautiful 92, is a cat's eye, which has come from the middle of a road somewhere. How on earth has that ended up in this field in Dorset? We'll never know, but bit of fun anyway. Cool. Hopefully get a few more before we get back to the tent. If not, we'll see you back there. See you in a bit. Well, Tom and Marie have gone back to the tent, so I thought I'd have another half an hour or so. And we just got a 60s. And that is what's just fallen out. Well, it looks a bit interesting. It's got some greyness to it. Ooh. It's not in very good condition. For a minute I thought it might be part of a little whistle. Don't know. Could that be silver? No, surely not. That's a bit. Don't think that was me. I think that's literally as it came out. Cool. All right. Sorry. Hopefully that was in shot. It's been a long day. I'll give it a quick clean and I'll come back to you in a sec. Don't know. It's quite fancy. Well, would have been once upon a time. Don't think it's silver. Not sure. I'll have to check it when I get back to the tent, but don't think it is. Doesn't feel quite right. But yeah, that's quite interesting. That be interesting to find out what that is. Any ideas? Let me know. Cool. See if we can find 1 or 2 more. See you in a bit. Well, that'll do for day one. It's been a lovely day. We've had a full, well, I've had a full 8 hours with breaks. Let's be honest, not a huge amount, but a cool couple of buckles, a bit of a crotal bell, some bullets, some bits and bobs, possibly a bit of an old whistle, but nonetheless a fantastic day. I've heard rumours of a few hammered coins coming up and a few Roman coins, but yeah, not a huge amount, as is often the case on these types of digs. But tomorrow is another day, so let's hope it yields more goodies, or some goodies for us, with a bit of luck. So yeah, I'm going to head back to the tent. I'm going to pour myself a well-earned cold beer, and yeah, stick around because we'll do a little roundup, but also hopefully some shots of this evening when we see some of the other guys. So yeah, as always, thank you so much for stopping by. It's been a pleasure for me. Hope it has for you, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Here we are with Simon, the talk at the camp. Look at that. When we had a terrible day, Simon cleaned up. We've got a gold posy ring. Look at that. Flattened but absolutely beautiful. What else we got? 2 fibulas. That is probably the best fibula I've ever seen. Wow. And another one. What else you got there? What's that? Are these little Romans?
Yeah, knackered Romans.
Wow.
Nothing on either of them.
And a 20p piece.
And a 20p.
Mate, that is absolutely brilliant. Congratulations.
That's the way
you cleaned up. That's the way to do it. Brilliant. Right, welcome to base camp. We're back in the tent, just tidying up and sorting myself out, ready for a couple of beers, hopefully. Yeah, I think Simon, as you've just seen, stole the show with his gold ring and Roman fibulas and coins. In terms of other stuff coming up, I haven't seen a huge amount, but I have heard of a fair few hammered coins coming up. We've had a few Romans, mostly grotty, I believe, but a couple of good ones as well. So yeah, there's hope for us all. There's day 2, which lays ahead of us with some new fields. My 4 finds, I'm not going to show you all the cack that I found. There's plenty of it. There's a big bag outside. The 4 main finds of the day for me are this crotal bell piece with the nice foundry mark and pattern. We've got the buckle piece, which was quite fancy, but sadly not whole. And then the 2 main finds, I guess, are the very, very nice spectacle buckle, and that's a fair few 100 years old for sure. I have straightened it from how I found it on the field, which has created a little crack, but I'm not too worried about that because I think, personally, I hope you agree, that looks much better like that. And yeah, that's a very old buckle, so I'm very happy with that. And then last but by no means least, the consensus in camp that it is a whistle, a part of, pewter, not silver, and probably a Victorian Boy Scouts or kind of police whistle, I think. So yeah, that again, very cool, but shame it's not whole. So yeah, that's not a terrible day. I'm very happy with that. Really good company, really good surroundings, really good setup. Looking forward to a few beers and a chill out this evening. I've already bumped into 2 or 3 of my lovely subscribers. So I've managed to take a couple of selfies. Apologies to those I didn't grab a selfie with. Hopefully I'll get some more tomorrow. But failing that, that's it. Thanks so much for joining me as always. And we'll see you on day 2, which for me is tomorrow, but for you, a few days' time. See you soon.